Hello YouTube, Sharps 1874 here, and welcome to my journey into learning about reloading shotgun shells. I've watched a number of YouTube videos. I don't have anyone that I know that reloads shotgun shells. So I'm just taking this on as a project for myself, and any of you who are interested in the basics, because I am not an expert, you can join me on my journey into shotgun shells. So the first thing I did is I went out to the range and I got buckets of used shells, and I sorted them. I've got Winchester, I've got Federal, I've got something that's neither Winchester nor Federal. Based on the marking, you can't really. This might be a Rio, don't know. This one is stamped Herders. Looks an awful lot like a Federal though. And this one really looks like a red Federal. So I'm still learning about these. I'm not going to talk about these right now. Okay, step one, I gathered up brass. I sorted them. I'm in the process of cleaning them. I threw most of them away because most of them were really pretty damaged. I was just grabbing them up rather quickly. And I got my book. And if you go into the book, the first part that it talks about is the types of shotgun shells. And I'll take some pictures of these, but it talks about what's a Federal, and based on what I see here, my Federal would be considered the Federal Gold Medal Plastic 12 gauge 2 3/4, because there's no paper wad. So it's a Federal without a paper wad. So according to the book, it's this guy right here. My Winchesters, on the other hand, well, not on the other hand, but my Winchesters, this is what they look like. It's plastic all the way through. This comes up a lot higher than the Federal. And if I'm reading the book right, it's going to be this one down here, because it says that this one and this one, the load data is interchangeable with this one that has the plastic that comes up the side. So, right or wrong, that's the way it read in the book. So that's what I'm going with, and right now I'm just reloading the Federal and the Winchester. Okay, that was step one. The more I read and up about the different kinds of cases and checked the different lengths of the cases, it kind of spun my head a little bit, but I got through with it. So now we'll move on to step two. Okay, step two of my process, as I went through and was looking at some of the YouTube videos that talked about different types of wads, and as I looked in the book, I mean, there's all sorts of different kinds of wads, and I didn't want to buy one of everything. I just wanted to start out simple, so I bought two different types of wads. I bought hold on, let me get the bag. Winchester seemed to be a pretty popular wad, so I got one of these. And because I wanted to shoot slugs, I bought these from Ballistic Products, and that wad right here. The difference really being in the amount of shot that each one will hold. This is designed for, well, this will work well with a 7/8 slug, and that's what you saw me cast a little bit ago. And then you've got this one, which will hold, as it says, good for 1 ounce to 1 1/8 ounce loads. Check your loading data, blah, 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 as they do. As it turned out, I wanted to start out with a simple load, so I decided to go with a 7/8 ounce high velocity load, which is this guy right here. And it says to use one of these. So, that's why I bought these. Now, as far as shot, my boss, as I recall, his father used to reload shotgun shells, and when his father died, he had a bunch of shots left over. He gave me the bags. I put them in some containers. There's number 8, number 4, and number 2. The lower the number, the bigger of a diameter of shot, of course. And one was said number 8 hard. That's this guy, as opposed to number 2. One said chilled, one said hard. I looked in the book. Chilled and hard were the same. Okay, so step 3, what kind of powder do I want to use? And I don't have it here, but I decided to get some, to go with red dot. I already had some unique, so I might try some unique loads, but so as you can tell, I picked red dot, 20 grains, and there's the wad. Okay, now I think we're ready to go over to the press and look at the next step. Because right now I've got my hulls, I got primers, I've got a recipe. So now let's go over to the press. Okay, so here we are at the Lee Loadall 2 reloading press, and you've got powder on one side, you've got shot on the other side. This is my number 8 shot. It's loaded, and you may not be able to see, but right there it says 7/8. So let me show you one of these things so it make more sense. Make sure I stand here so I know you can see it. So that one says 1 1/4. And then you've got these much smaller ones, and this one says 1/10. This one would go on the powder side. This one goes on the shot side. And you go to the bushing capacity chart, and these are the numbers of the bushings. And for red dot, if you want to get 20, you've got a choice of 19.8 or 20.9. I put the 171 bushing in, and it did not give me 19.8. I put the 180 bushing in, and it gave me actually about 20.1 grains of red dot. So that's the bushing that I selected. and that's loaded over here.